Have you ever come across the saying, "Show me your friends and I could tell you who you truly are"? This timeless adage has been repeated countless times, and for good reason. The people we surround ourselves with have a profound impact on our lives, shaping our destiny and influencing the paths we choose. In this video, we will delve into the heart of God concerning the relationships we form, exploring how they can either lead us to greatness or drag us down into darkness. Life, a web of relationships. Life is not meant to be lived in isolation. It is a complex web of relationships that intertwine and intersect. As human beings, we encounter numerous individuals throughout our journey, and some of these encounters blossom into friendships and alliances. These relationships play a pivotal role in determining the quality and quantity of information that flows into our lives, ultimately shaping our destinies. As iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. Proverbs 27:17, NIV. The significance of quality information. The quality of information we receive from those around us is crucial to our growth and development. As children of God, our destinies are intricately tied to the people we surround ourselves with. If we choose to surround ourselves with mediocrity and negativity, we can expect to be influenced by such traits. On the other hand, forging alliances with the right people, those relevant to our lives and aligned with God's purpose, can propel us towards greatness. Walk with the wise and become wise, for a companion of fools suffers harm. Proverbs 13:20, NIV. The biblical perspective. The Bible provides timeless wisdom on the subject of relationships. Proverbs 13:20 states, "Whoever walks with the wise becomes wise, but the companion of fools will suffer harm." This powerful verse emphasizes the significance of the company we keep. Just as a wise person benefits from the wisdom of others, a fool can never provide the guidance needed to shape a fulfilling destiny. God's specific plan for your life. God has a plan for each one of us, a plan for good and not for evil. Jeremiah 29:11. Our destinies are designed with purpose, and God carefully selects the people who cross our paths to help us on our journey. However, just as there are divine connections, there are also toxic influences sent to distract and derail us from our God-given purpose. Jeremiah 29:11, New International Version. "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." Praying for discernment. In a world filled with diverse relationships, it becomes essential to develop the spirit of discernment. God warns us that the days will be filled with situations where we need to discern the true nature of those around us. By praying for this gift, we can accurately identify those who are meant to be part of our lives and those we should avoid for the sake of our destinies. And this is my prayer, that your love may abound more and more in knowledge and depth of insight, so that you may be able to discern what is best and may be pure and blameless for the day of Christ. Philippians 1-9-10 NIV. Qualities to look for in approved relationships. God-approved relationships are marked by certain qualities that align with His purpose. Loyal companions stand by us even during challenging times, supporting and guiding us. Honest friends build strong foundations for genuine friendships, fostering an environment of trust and openness. Surrounding ourselves with honest and loyal individuals ensures that we are on the right path. Psalm 1-1-2, NIV. Blessed is the one who does not walk in step with the wicked, or stand in the way that sinners take, or sit in the company of mockers, but whose delight is in the law of the Lord, and who meditates on His law day and night. Avoiding toxic influences. Toxic individuals, on the other hand, can sabotage our destinies. They may cause strife, gossip, and seek to lead us astray. Identifying such people and removing them from our circles is crucial to safeguarding our destinies. Like Job, who faced disloyal companions, we must be proactive in recognizing and distancing ourselves from negative influences. Do not make friends with a hot-tempered person. Do not associate with one easily angered, or you may learn their ways and get yourself ensnared. Proverbs 22:24-25, NIV. Spiritual antenna, listening to God. Our spiritual antenna, connected to the Holy Spirit, aids us in discerning the intentions of those around us. With the guidance of the Holy Spirit, we can filter through the people we encounter, knowing who to keep and who to let go. It is essential to focus on relationships that add value to our lives and contribute positively to our destinies. 1 John 4:1. Dear friends, do not believe every spirit, but test the spirits to see whether they are from God, because many false prophets have gone out into the world. God-ordained relationships, a perfect design. God designs relationships that serve specific purposes in our lives. Just as a scientist meticulously crafts inventions to address particular challenges, God brings people into our lives to make our journeys easier. We must cherish these connections, for they are meant to lead us towards fulfilling our destinies. Identifying Satan's agents. Alongside God-ordained relationships, there are those who serve the enemy's agenda. Just as God blesses us with divine connections, the devil seeks to plant his agents among us. The mixed multitude that joined Israel in their journey out of Egypt serves as a cautionary tale. Some individuals may present themselves as friends, but their true intentions are destructive and misaligned with God's purpose. Watch out for false prophets. They come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ferocious wolves. By their fruit, you will recognize them. Do people pick grapes from thorn bushes or figs from thistles? Matthew 7:15-16, New International Version. Guarding your heart and destiny. As guardians of our destinies, we must be vigilant in protecting ourselves from harmful influences. The Bible warns us not to associate with those who promote immorality, greed, idolatry, slander, drunkenness, and deceit. While we are called to love everyone, we must be discerning in choosing the friendships we cultivate. A call to wakefulness. The spirit of slumbering can pose a grave danger to our spiritual growth. This spirit weakens our commitment to spiritual matters, lulling us into complacency and indifference. As the days grow darker, we are reminded to remain vigilant, being wise in our choices, and making the most of every opportunity to live according to God's will. And do this understanding the present time. The hour has already come for you to wake up from your slumber, because our salvation is nearer now than when we first believed. The night is nearly over. The day is almost here. So let us put aside the deeds of darkness and put on the armor of light. Romans 13:11-12. The power of prayer and fasting. As we navigate the intricate web of relationships, we must not underestimate the power of prayer and fasting. Through fervent prayer and fasting, we draw closer to God, gaining clarity and discernment in identifying divine connections from harmful influences. Fasting in particular helps us cultivate discipline and spiritual strength, allowing us to resist the temptations that may arise from negative associations. In the Bible, we find numerous accounts of how prayer and fasting transformed lives and reshaped destinies. Jesus, before embarking on his ministry, spent 40 days and nights fasting and praying in the wilderness, preparing himself for the divine mission ahead. Likewise, when faced with critical decisions, the early Christian church engaged in prayer and fasting to seek God's guidance. Incorporating regular prayer and fasting into our lives can lead to a deeper understanding of God's will and purpose. As we submit our relationships and associations to God through prayer, He will reveal to us the true nature of those around us, highlighting those who align with His plan and those who do not. In conclusion, let us embrace the practice of prayer and fasting, seeking God's wisdom and guidance in all our relationships. By doing so, we can navigate through life's complexities with clarity and confidence, staying true to our God-ordained destinies and avoiding the snares laid out by the enemy. With God as our ultimate guide, we can rest assured that every step we take is aligned with His divine purpose for our lives. Thank you again for being part of our community. Until next time, stay tuned and God bless.